with exponential growth and decay, I can predict the value of an object as it would appreciate or depreciate in value using the given formula here at the top of our slide. So in my word problem, I know that we have inherited land that was purchased for $30,000 in 1960. The value of the land has increased by approximately 5% per year. We want to know when will the land be worth $90,000. So I can plug in my information into this given formula. So my AFT would be the final amount, and I want to know when the land is going to be $90,000. So that would be my final amount. My initial amount will be the value of the land to begin with. So we initially paid only $30,000 for the land. Now inside our parentheses we have 1 plus or minus r, which is the rate of increase. That could also be the rate of decrease. In our example, our land is increasing in value, so we are going to do 1 plus our rate. If it was decreasing in value, we would do 1 minus the rate. So our rate does have to be a decimal. So my rate is 5%. So to make 5% into a decimal, I have to move the decimal point behind the 5 2 places to the left. So my percent now is 0.05. Then I have an exponent, and that represents the number of time periods. Well, I don't know how long it's going to take our land to get to $90,000, so I'm going to replace that with the variable x. Now to solve this problem, we were actually going to graph this in the calculator. The right side is going to go in first, so this is going to be one function, and the left side is going to be a second function. So let's go to our calculator. So here in F1, I have typed in the right side of my equation, so 30,000 times 1 plus 0.05, all of that to the exponent of x. And then in F2, I have typed in the $90,000. So I'm going to hit enter, and nothing appears on my graph, which is fine. So all of these numbers are going to be way outside of our window, so we need to change our viewing window on our calculator screen in order to accommodate our graph. So I'm going to change my window, and then we'll see what we have. Now that I've changed my window, I can see both of my equations on my viewing screen. So where these two equations intersect is going to tell me the number of years that it is going to take in order for the land to appreciate in value to the $90,000. Well, to find that intersection point, I'm going to analyze the graph. So I'm going to go into my menu. I'm going to go down to number 6 for analyze graph, and I want number 4 for intersection. So it's going to ask me for the lower bound, which is just the left side of the intersection. So I'm going to set up the vertical dashed line to the left side of the intersection using the touchpad to scroll it left and right. I'm going to click the touchpad, and I'm going to scroll over the intersection to the right side. And I'm going to click the touchpad again, and it's going to give me an intersection point. The x-coordinate is going to be the value. So the x is 22.5. So it's going to take 22.5 years for the land to appreciate to $90,000.